kind of have two ideas of what they could be. There's the comforting one, that I definitely find myself liking more, obviously, of people who maybe have some unfinished business or are kind of stuck. And then there's the one of, it's a demon and it will get you. But there is a place in Southport, North Carolina called Fort Caswell. And it's a bunch of old Navy forts that you can go in, and they're dark in there because they're not maintained anymore, they're old. And it just is like you're underground in concrete in the pitch black. So it's a little creepy. Some people really don't like it. They have like summer camps, and like it's really religious because it's a Christian-based camp now. So I think they've driven out most of the spooky there. But it definitely scares little kids when they first go. And the houses are old, like over 100 years old, ancient, creaky. Growing up, I grew up in like in a situation of abuse. My mom married a man who grew up in an abusive household. His father was very just malicious. And my mother built a house with the son that she married, and he had his own spaces, and I didn't go in his spaces because his space literally just when you walked in, like it sucked the air and the energy out of you. And while I was there, I always felt like something was watching me. Like I had night terrors as a child there because I felt like somebody was looking in my second story bedroom window. And I'd say this as a little kid, I didn't sleep good at night because of it. And I had really graphic nightmares as well. So that felt like there was something there, especially because I often got grounded by my stepdad, and he was the person that I felt unsafe around, and his areas felt unsafe. But so it wasn't an old space, it was a brand new house. Religious places couldn't be. They're called a sanctuary for a reason. So I don't see a church being haunted. Like that's a place where you go to leave this world, not to stay in it. I think if you invoke a demon, it can show up. So I would say if there was going to be a sacred sanctuary that had that happen, a person made it that way. Maybe if like this was some character ghost who smoked cigarettes, you'd smell cigarettes, or if like maybe it was a loved one and you smell like their perfume. Scent for us holds memory and holds warning. If nobody sees you, if you're just a ghost that you don't show yourself to anybody, you could be naked. So maybe they wear clothes because that's what our brains say that they should be doing, because socially we want you to wear clothes. Look at me in this nice white dress, I could never do you harm. It could be used as a trick. You're gonna catch more flies with honey. You could say like a human soul is this little orb-like thing, like a will-o'-the-wisp. I mean, if they can walk through it like a wall, they should be able to walk through you. Does it take on the matter it goes through? Like if it goes into the earth, does it take on the form of the earth? If it goes through a person, can it take on that person and be that person? Like, I mean, we know possession from a demonic sense. I could see them being able to be like, I'm just really pulling from this odd energy source, so here I can scratch you to make my presence known. But also, like, you get heat rashes and things like that. You hit stuff when you're scared and you're not paying attention. You're also usually, these ghost hunters are in like decrepit buildings with like lead and chemicals that we don't use anymore because they don't respond well to the human body. So could you be having a reaction to this pipe that you actually slid on when you were running away from this thing and got 3 scratches? What is it, a demon, or is it this human spirit that's trapped or lost? If I'm ever a ghost, I would like to have Murphy, who's my dog. I'd like him to be my ghost with me. If I don't get that, I don't want to be a ghost. I don't want to look at, some animal that is living and deserving of good things in the world and think, oh, you don't have a soul, you're just going to die and cease to exist completely. If they have a soul, I think it's totally reasonable that they would have ghosts. An animal's unfinished business is I didn't, get to eat that bowl of kibble or something like that. Their tasks are really focused on, especially wild animals, like eating and breeding. What unfinished business can you have with that?